Frontier Developments has just announced Jurassic World Evolution 3, and I have everything you need. I have the entire scoop for you guys today. All the dinosaurs, not all of them, all the new features, all the new building styles. It's all here. So we're going to dive right into it, and thank you guys so much for stopping by my channel as we dive into Jurassic World Evolution 3. Jurassic World Evolution would not be the same game if not for the extinct species. I can't just say dinosaurs, there's so much more than that. But we have 80 returning species and new species as well. 80 dinosaurs baseline, but only 70 of these can breed. And yes, breeding is now officially a mechanic in Jurassic World Evolution 3. We have baby dinosaurs, we have breeding, we have unique baby, female, and male variants as well. Very cool stuff. I can't wait to see the sexual dimorphism between all of these dinosaurs. It's going to be really awesome. But what is kind of lacking here is that 70 compared to the 80. Only 70 can breed out of the 80. This is more than likely just the hybrids. I know Jurassic World Evolution introduced a ton of hybrids to the game, and to the franchise, really. So we have the Indominus Rex, we have the Indoraptor, we have the Scorpios Rex, all this stuff. All of those, like, weird hybrids or something, you know, we have all that stuff. They probably won't be able to breed, and we have, like, that weird, creepy beluga whale T-Rex thing in the new movie. I'm sorry, that is just too weird for me. But those guys probably, or more than likely, will not be able to breed, but the normal dinosaurs can, so that's going to be really, really awesome. In terms of the other features for the dinosaurs and, you know, extinct species, we have semi-aquatic and deep water species. This is going to be really, really cool. So again, we can see in some of the screenshots and some of the trailers that many of our semi-locked to terrestrial dinosaur species that we used to have can now swim in water. So, like, I'm thinking immediately people are going to recreate that iconic scene with the brachiosaurs and parasaurolophuses, like, when they get to Jurassic Park in the movie. That is going to be, like, #1 what everyone's going to recreate. But this is going to open up the realm so much. We are probably going to see some incredible works of art by just seeing, like, these beautiful creatures really interacting with their environment to its fullest. That was always something that I felt was so lacking in Jurassic World Evolutions 1 and 2, was that water element, because water is just like, it's, you know, it's the key element to all of life. So having our dinosaurs and extinct species finally be able to interact with this, we're finally going to see Spinosaurus swimming. That's going to be awesome. That we're finally going to see Brachiosaurs kind of like sitting in the water and stuff. I can't wait to play with that. That's going to be great. What we also have are walking pteranodons and flying dinosaur reptiles, whatever you want to call them. But we can finally see them walking on the ground in the trailer. That is going to be really, really great. But we're going to move on to the next part of this video, which is probably what I am most excited for. Again, the dinosaurs, the breeding, all that stuff. I don't know what else there is to say about that because they are so adorable. The babies look great, and this is just going to bring in a new kind of like just management style to the game where we can finally breed dinosaurs and be like, oh, we can make a self-sustaining population. I really can't wait to see how that comes about. But what I am so excited to talk about today is the scenery and customization. Yes, modular building is finally in Jurassic World Evolution. I know a lot of people on my last video, and thank you so much for the reception on that. That was great. If you tuned in to watch that, that just made my day that you guys even took the time to watch my ideas. I don't know, it's really awesome to see so many of them being fulfilled. But modular building is officially in Jurassic World Evolution 3. What many people don't like is modular building, but this is totally fine. What I found with the modular building styles in Planet Zoo and Planet Coaster is that you do not need to conform to that, because Frontier is also introducing the Jurassic World Evolution 3 Frontier Workshop. And what that is, it's going to be a platform where you can share different creations that you make, different parks, you can take stuff from parks, you can do all of that stuff. You don't need to do modular building in Jurassic World Evolution 3. I want to make that apparent. But what you can do is use the builds that other people make and make a beautiful park with those. What I always say when it comes to these kind of sandbox-esque games is just introduce more features. If you don't want to use them, then don't. It was the same thing with the Zoo Tycoon 2. I know a lot of people use that to make realistic zoos. It also had dinosaurs in it. But if you're not wanting to make a dinosaur park, you don't need to use the dinosaurs. That's why I feel like most people don't understand. But that is really good modular building. We'll talk a little bit more about the building sets too. We have an East Asian building set. It's more of a Japanese style because we start to see Shinto arches, cherry blossoms, bamboo. There's so much building opportunity over here with these that I can't wait to see what people do with them. And it's just a beautiful set to begin with. I know one of the careers takes place on a Japan map, so that is going to be really awesome. We also see this Malta-esque building set. It's kind of like a resort. Very beautiful. It has this kind of like Mediterranean, Arabesque kind of architecture. Lots of pools, lots of decoration for hotels. I can't wait to see what we're able to accomplish with these. Really hope everything's FlexiColor, by the way. I just want to stress that. If it's not FlexiColor, I might get pretty angry. We also see a German city building set or a classical set. I don't really know what to call this, but the screenshot makes it look absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to play with that. But that is not it. In terms of building, we also see a few different things like, you know, the new terrain brushes. We get to see the new kind of like way that you can sculpt terrain where rocks automatically place and you can make these really jagged cliff edges. That's going to be really fun to play with, and you're going to make so many beautiful parks with these tools. But beyond that, we have the stuff that I've wanted for a very long time. We have attractions in this game. Not just the gyrosphere, not just the Jurassic Park tour, but we have two very interesting things in here. We have the Gentle Giants animal encounter, which is kind of like a petting zoo. If you remember like the first scene in Jurassic World where they had the Gentle Giants animal encounter, they really got to shorten that name, but that is going to be really, really good. I can't wait to build stupid little petting zoos in my stupid little dinosaur game. That's going to be fun. But not only that, this is what everyone should be excited for. This is the Jurassic Park Operation Genesis really rising out of the woodworks. This is the balloon tour. We finally get a hot air balloon tour in Jurassic World Evolution 3. We don't see any pictures of it just yet, but I'm very confident it's going to be really fun, and we're hopefully, knock on wood, going to be able to do like pre-planned routes and stuff like that, kind of like City Skylines if you remember the blimps in that, but that's going to be really, really awesome. So yeah, all building stuff is very great. We have the chance to make waterfalls now. That's really awesome. We can see that coming out in the trailer, but this is all so good. I can't wait. And we can talk about what you guys can do in the meantime and what choices you need to make, because we're going to talk about the pre-orders as well as the Deluxe Edition. So the game comes with 80 dinosaurs, that's great, but if you look at Deluxe Edition, which is the first thing we're going to look at right over here, you can get Deluxe Edition at any time. You get 4 additional dinosaurs. The Protoceratops, which looks absolutely adorable, it's just a small ceratopsid. We also get the Guanlong, which is a very beautiful carnivore. Really, really awesome. My absolute favorite is a concavenator, though. These guys are so awesome. I just love this species so much. They have such a cool body shape. I don't know, it's awesome. And we also have the Thanatos Dracon, which is another flying reptile dinosaur thing. Pteranodon, I don't care. Like, I'm sorry, I don't know the specific terms, but that is really cool. And you also get some other minor stuff too. You got the Mosasaurus skin, which I believe is the Lux pattern that we see right over here. That was a thing back in the Camp Cretaceous DLC, the Lux patterns. I hope we get a few more of those in the base game. I feel like if they put it on the Mosasaurus, we would get a few others in the base game. But we also get Clark County scenery. Again, not really too sure what that means, but we also get ATV skins for the maintenance and repair team. Very awesome stuff over there. I think that this Deluxe Edition is pretty good. Like, it's not really dinosaurs that you need, but it's stuff that really helps fill out a roster, and I feel like they have a good mix right over there. The scenery, I think it's going to be worth it just for scenery alone. Again, I am a builder. My, preface over here, I am a Planet Zoo and also sometimes Planet Coaster builder. I really like sinking my teeth into the sandbox element of games, so I really can't wait to see what that scenery has in store. The dinosaurs, it helps set the context for what I'm building, but still, I feel like those are really good choices right there. And of course, the pre-purchase bonus. This is only you can only get this from the time that this video drops, from the time that the trailer drops, up until about a day before the game actually drops. So this is only going to get you the Badlands set, which is inspired by the Jurassic Park 1 kind of like, Montana dig site kind of thing where Alan Grant is with Ellie Sattler. And it also has that little fossil finder thing. Really, really fun stuff. I love how they include that as its own little feature point in here. It's super cute. But also the Badlands ATV skin for the maintenance team. Really awesome stuff. I'm really happy that the kind of like vehicle skins are pre-purchase and deluxe edition bonuses, because I feel like it's not really missing if you don't have them. Like, you're not feeling like you're missing out on actual content that the game has in store by not getting this game early. Maybe you didn't know this game comes out, even though I'm telling you right now, or you just don't want to shell out the extra money for deluxe edition. I don't know. Like, I feel like this is a very good stuff and like very good setup that we have here, but this is all very exciting. To me, at least. I want to know what you guys think. I know we talked a little bit about this last week in my last Jurassic Park video, Jurassic World Evolution video, whatever, but I'm very curious to hear what your guys' thoughts are on this now that you've seen the trailer, now that you've heard a lot of what this game has in store for you. I'm very excited to hear your thoughts, but with that being said, this game is officially announced after so long. We are about to enter a new world of Jurassic World Evolution, and I cannot wait to see what else we find out about this game. So, if you guys want to stay up to date on your Jurassic World Evolution 3 news, be sure to stay subscribed to my channel as I cover it, as well as other Frontier Management Simulation games, because that's my jizzity jam. With that being said though, have the most wonderful days. I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, and goodbye.